Hello there everyone, and welcome to our Fresh Start Stamp, Die and More full reveal release video. So first up we have Airbrushed Flowers. Now this is a 6x8 stamp set, and as you can see we have two beautifully large flowers with a number of layers and two leaves again with a number of layers too. We also have a number of different sentiments in here as well that can be used for many different projects. If I flip this over, you can see that we do have the layering guide on the back of the packaging to show you how to layer up these roses and also these leaves too. So if I open this up, you can see that we have some more inspiration in there, so you can be inspired as soon as you open this package. As well as the stamp set, we also have the die set available, which is going to cut out those two flowers and also the two leaves that we have in the stamp set. As well as that, we also have the mask stencil for this. So if you did want to add another layer to the flower, a base layer, this is going to easily allow you to do that, and you're going to be able to mask off those images as well. This stamp set would work for all different occasions, and we're sure that you're going to love using it. So next up we have the very pretty Spotted Orchid stamp set. So in here we have a really large beautiful orchid bloom in full bloom, as well as 3 different layering leaves. Now this is a great one for all occasions, for creating your own cluster of beautiful orchids, or even add a vine from another stamp or die set to create this into one of the traditional orchids that we do see. As well as the stamp set, we do have the matching die set available that's going to cut out that orchid bloom and those 3 leaves. As well as that, we also have the mask stencil, so you are going to be able to easily and quickly mask these off and also stencil colour into the base layer of these too. Next up we have the Vintage Garden stamp set. Again, this is a 6x8 stamp set. We have 2 large flower clusters in here, as well as a number of leaves and some beautiful sentiments as well. Inside the packaging we do have inspiration, so you can get going straight away. As well as the stamp set, we do have the matching die set available, which is going to cut out those 2 flower clusters, as well as the 4 single leaves that are in the stamp set. As well as that, we also have a colouring stencil for this one. So this means you're going to quickly and easily be able to add colours and layers to those beautiful images that we have in the stamp set. This stamp set is super detailed. There is so much detail and definition in these flowers, and with that colouring stencil you're going to be able to add a really cool layer quickly and easily too. Next up we have the Enchanted Roses. Now this is a climbing rose image, and you can see that it's really quite large. So this is a 6x8 stamp set, and as well as that really large image that we have there, we have a number of different sentiments too, in a number of different fonts to add a really cool touch to your sentiments. We do have inspiration in the trifold, so when you open your stamp set up, you're going to have a number of different inspirations there ready and raring to go. Next up we have Versatile Vases 2. In here we have a number of different vases in 2 different sizes, and also some really heartfelt sentiments in here as well. This is a great one to add to your collection, to add all of your flowers and images into the vases. As well as the stamp set, we also have the matching die set available, and that's going to cut out all of the 6 vases that we have in the stamp set. So you're going to be able to quickly and easily chop these out and then add them to your projects. As well as that, we also have the mask stencil. So we have 2 stencils in here for the masks and also the stencil, so you can add colour to your vases and also mask them out if you want to create a really cool layered effect. Next up we have block sentiments. So this is a 6x8 stamp set, and it is a really cool one to add lots of different sentiments to all of your projects. Now when you do create a card, you are going to need a sentiment, and I'm sure there is going to be one on this stamp set to have the perfect message to add to your cards. We do have inspiration on the inside if you did need it, but I'm sure you're not going to need to, because these sentiments will go for many different occasions. As well as the stamp set, we do have the matching die set available, which is going to cut out those little banners that we do have on the stamp set. Next up, we have Everything A stamp set. So we have a really large floral A in here, as well as some sentiments that go with the A that we have. So we do have inspiration on the inside, as well as the stamp set. We do have the matching die set available, which is going to cut that A out perfectly every time. All you're going to want to do is stamp your image and then use the die to go around the outside edge of the stamped image. This is a great one to add lots of different sentiments to your cards, and maybe a monogram card as well for someone that you know whose name starts with an A. Next up, we have A Little Bit of Love. So this is a 4x6 stamp set. It has 4 different hands in here, 2 male and 2 female. So they do have the left and right. As well as that, you do have lots of different sentiments that would work for those little hand images that we have there. As well as the stamp set, we do have the matching die set available as well. So that's going to cut out all of the 4 hands that we do have in the stamp set. As well as that, we do have the simple colouring stencil as well. So that you're going to be able to colour in the hands as well as the little nail images that you have on there in 2 different colours with your ink blending. This is a stamp set that would work for all different occasions, and it's such a fun one to use too. Next up, we have a couple of standalone dies. So first up, we have the grid cover die. So this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So it is going to cut that outside edge, as well as all of the little squares that we have in there as well. Now this is a really cool one to add to your backgrounds, and as it's geometric, it's going to work for all different occasions and all different kinds of card types as well. Next up, we have Illusion Heart die set. So in here we have 2 different dies. So we have one for the heart and also one for the love sentiment that you have in there. So the love sentiment is all in one piece, so it's easy to cut out. You don't have to think about getting the letters correct for it. You just need to cut that out once, and it is going to cut a really cool sentiment that way. Next up, we have another die set. This is a Simple Greetings die set, and in here we have 4 different sentiment dies, and we also have a shadow for each of them. So as you can see, the sentiment will cut out perfectly, and then we also have like a base layer that you can then use as a shadow for the sentiments to really make them pop off your projects. We have also added another couple of 3D embossing folders. First up, we have the Ribbon Waves. So as you can see, it's a 6x6 embossing folder. So when I open this up, I have the mountains on one side and the valleys on the other. So this means it's going to kind of push your paper into this chosen design. This is a great little pattern to add to all of your cards, as it's really quite neutral, so it will work for various different occasions. Next up, we have another 3D embossing folder, and this is the Swirl Motif. As you can see, it's just a strip of design that we have on this embossing folder. Again, the valleys are on one side and the mountains are on the other, so it will push your paper into that chosen design. So this is great to add lots of different borders onto your cards and gives a really beautiful and elegant texture to your designs. So here are all of our new products in our January 2021 release. We really do hope that you like it as much as we do and that you've spotted something in here that inspires you and makes you want to create something beautiful. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and we'll see you again really, really soon. Bye-bye.
Hello crafters, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Thanks for watching.